50 Cent spent years trolling Ja Rule, but now we are investigating some much more serious claim. According to 50, Ja's bank account isn't nearly as strong as it looks, and we have proof, pointing to several examples. But that is just the beginning of our deep dive. Let us catch you up. Queens, New York, late 1990s. Two young rivals chasing the exact same dream, both willing to risk everything to win. Both Curtis Jackson and Jeffrey Atkins emerged in the late 1990s, raised in separate Queens neighborhoods. 50 Cent came from South Jamaica, while Ja Rule claimed Hollis. Close enough to cross paths, but far enough to see things differently. And what began as a street rivalry soon exploded into one of the most ruthless, heavily documented, and costly wars in hip-hop history. We know both men started out hustling to survive. That was their actual foundation. Before the studios, before the big record deals, it was about the concrete streets. In that world, everything is territorial. Every single look, every slight, every disrespect is a power move. That is how this war started. Ja Rule debuted in 1994, grinding on multiple projects before landing a major deal with Def Jam in late 1995. Thanks to his bond with producer Irv Gotti. That was huge. Def Jam was the absolute powerhouse back then, housing legends like Jay-Z and DMX. Signing there made you a star, and Ja Rule was definitely a huge deal. Meanwhile, 50 Cent linked up with Jam Master Jay, who was working hard to get him a deal in 1997. That is when our team believes the real tension started. Reports show Irv Gotti refused to sign 50 Cent to Def Jam, completely ignoring the strong recommendation from Jam Master Jay. Think about that. The guy managing Ja Rule was the one who said no to 50 Cent. In their neighborhood, that is not just business. It is a personal disrespect. Let that sink in. The exact same industry executive guiding Ja Rule's massive success was the one shutting the door on 50 Cent. That is a massive statement, and 50 does not forget. By June 1999, Ja Rule dropped his debut album, Veni Vedi Veci, and it was clear he had a hit with Holla Holla, pushing the record to platinum status. The man was on the rise. He was winning. Meanwhile, 50 Cent was stuck on the outside of the industry, looking in. He was still hustling, building street buzz, waiting for his shot. Then came the flashpoint that changed the game. It turned a cold business rivalry into a violent, deeply personal war that would never truly heal. In late 1999, a very dangerous line was crossed. Many credit one single incident as the ultimate catalyst. During a video shoot, an associate of 50 Cent reportedly robbed Ja Rule at gunpoint for his chain. Soon after, Ja spotted 50 in a Queens nightclub, hanging out with the robber. That is not something you just let slide. Hit subscribe for more. Now, Ja Rule denies seeing them, but did confirm the robbery. He claims the beef started because Murder Incorporated snubbed 50 Cent during a shoot for his Murder for Life. 50 blames the chain, while Ja blames the snub. The truth is likely buried in between, but both men were keeping score, and both were incredibly good at it. Then 50 Cent dropped How to Rob, which instantly became a massive underground hit in New York. He started working on his major debut, Power of the Dollar, set for 2000. He had massive momentum and a major deal. But in spring 2000, his entire world collapsed. Not because of his rivals, but because of bullets. 9 of them, to be exact. After the shooting, things got worse. Columbia Records made the quick decision to drop him, while major New York labels blacklisted G-Unit. As news commentators, we saw the industry slam its doors shut. While 50 was recovering from those physical wounds, he had to watch his Queens rival become a global superstar. Don't forget to like and subscribe as we Queens for you track this history. Ja Rule achieved massive fame with Rule 336 and Pain is Love, dominating charts by 2002. The man was everywhere, from radio to massive billboard displays. He was collabs with Jennifer Lopez, Ashanti, and Christina Milian. Our team analyzed how he cracked the formula. Hard-edged, rap verses over melodic hooks crossing straight into pop charts. It was printing money for Ja Rule. He burst onto the scene with Veni Vedi Veci in 1999, but later albums built his Rule 336 and Pain is Love went multi-platinum, cementing him as one of hip-hop's biggest names. Those melodic hooks and big collaborations with stars like Ashanti and Jennifer Lopez made him a radio staple. At his peak, commentators estimated his net worth at 10 to 30 million. That is real money, generational wealth, making him feel untouchable. But as you and I look back, during that period, 50 Cent was in Canada. Throughout 2002, 50 Cent leaked several mixtapes during his brief, forced residence there, following his rejection by countless major labels across New York City. The man destined to become one of the richest rappers ever was, in 2002, practically exiled from his city's music industry. Just grinding, dropping mixtapes, waiting for any shot. Subscribe to our channel as we analyze how that shot came from Eminem. When it came fast. Get Rich or Die Tryin' dropped in 2003, and 50 burst onto the scene with his massive single Indie Club, and that legendary debut album, Get Rich or Die Tryin'. Produced by Eminem and Dr. Dre, the album sold over 12 million copies worldwide, instantly making him a household name. 12 million copies. That is not just a debut, it is a declaration of war. And war is exactly what it became. From the moment 50 Cent gained a platform, our team watched him relentlessly target Ja Rule. Every single interview, every track, mixtape, and public appearance was calculated. We are not talking about simple dissing here. It was a strategic takedown. The specific diss track he launched against Ja Rule, a song called Wanksta, became his first breakout hit, peaking at number 13 on Billboard. He literally charted by mocking Ja Rule. As commentators, we call that a masterclass in petty warfare. In the history of hip-hop, most beefs are just sparring matches, ending in a reunion years down the line. The war between 50 Cent and Ja Rule was entirely different. It was not about rhymes, it was about industry dominance. It was about survival, about who gets to eat and who is left starving. By the time the smoke cleared in the mid-2000s, one had won so completely the other never recovered. Let's look together at what 50 Cent pulled off that no rival had ever achieved so cleanly. He did not just out-rap Ja, he made it socially unacceptable to even listen to him. He planted the idea so deep that spinning Ja Rule was seen as weak. Being a fan meant you had awful taste, and anyone supporting Murder Incorporated was labeled an industry plant or out of touch. This was strategic warfare, and 50 ran it like a military campaign. When Ja Rule stopped by Hot 97 to speak with Angie Martinez, the main topic of discussion turned directly to the feud between G-Unit and Murder Incorporated. During that famous interview, Ja confessed he felt he had ultimately lost the war. He admitted it on live radio, for everyone to hear. He lost, and that confession, far more than any hit song or chart ranking, is the true measure of what this beef actually cost Ja Rule. It did not just hurt his pride, it destroyed his career, and when that career vanished, his money went with it. Ja Rule's brand faced immense pressure. His label, Murder Incorporated, soon experienced severe financial damage from a federal laundering probe. He also served prison time for weapon possession and pleaded guilty to tax evasion, owing $3 million. His feud with 50 Cent and the flop of his later albums caused a massive decline in popularity. All these disasters hit at the same time. The label was raided, album sales collapsed, and 50 Cent was at his absolute peak. It was a perfect storm. To understand what 50 Cent truly destroyed, we have to examine what Murder Incorporated actually was. It was a massive media ecosystem. Irv Gotti, born Irving Lorenzo, had built it into a genuine hit factory. Ja Rule was their crown jewel, but the roster also boasted Ashanti, who was, for a stretch, arguably the absolute biggest star in pop. Murder Incorporated had real infrastructure, major momentum, and hits on every radio. Jail time also cost him major opportunities. While locked up, he missed crucial touring, collaborations, and lucrative acting roles. For a superstar, that kind of inactivity translates directly into lost millions. Join us as we look at how those 2 inactive years had a compounding effect. Welcome back. Today, you and I are tracking how the rap game moved on while Ja Rule was locked up. Coming home from federal prison means starting from the bottom of a deep hole. Even his potential Hollywood lifeline crashed. That screen career did not pan out. We all remember when Ja Rule starred in the first Fast and Furious in 2001, launching one of cinema's biggest franchises. But as editors, we saw him pass on a massive payday by turning down the role of Tage Parker in the sequels. It was a multi-million-dollar blunder, paving the way for Ludacris to step in and secure the bag. Reports say Luda cleared millions from that blockbuster franchise, Tens of millions of dollars that Ja Rule simply walked away from. Think about that, and make sure you subscribe to our channel for more rap breakdowns. Every financial pillar he had just crumbled. His label faced a federal probe. 50 Cent destroyed his music career, and his movie prospects vanished. That blockbuster movie franchise went to his rival, while prison took away any chance of mounting a comeback. Then came the Fyre Festival disaster, sparking endless lawsuits that completely wrecked his reputation. But that mess was still years away. First, the legendary war between 50 Cent and Murder Incorporated came to a halt on February 5, 2025, with the tragic death of Irv Gotti. The 54-year-old founder passed away from severe diabetes complications and strokes. The mastermind who built an empire to take down 50 Cent was gone. And 50 Cent, staying true to his ruthless brand, offered absolutely no traditional condolences. The rivalry outlived the grave. When word of Gotti's failing health broke shortly before he passed, 50 Cent hit social media with a savage post that perfectly balanced brutal trolling and pure indifference. The executive who vowed to crush 50 Cent was gone, leaving 50 as the sole survivor of a historic rap feud. Let's pause and let that sink in together. A feud that actually outlived its own creators. Irv Gotti built Murder Incorporated to be an absolute fortress, bragging to everyone that he would bury 50 Cent. Now Gotti is gone. 50 Cent remains, dominating, trolling, and winning. Meanwhile, Ja Rule was left stranded in the ruins of Murder Incorporated. His wealth plummeted from $30 million to just $4 million. After serving nearly 2 years in federal prison while his rival dominated the charts, Ja had to figure out his next move. What came next was a disastrous island festival and a $100 million lawsuit. Let us take you back to spring 2017. Instagram feeds were flooded with a dreamlike promo video. We saw supermodels, crystal clear waters, private jets, and the promise of an elite luxury music experience. It looked like nothing else on earth, set on a private Bahamian island curated by the absolute cultural elite for wealthy spenders. If you are enjoying this deep dive, hit that like button right now. Prominent influencers, reality stars, and models like Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid, and Hailey Baldwin hyped it up, along with Emily Ratajkowski, though most hid that they were paid to do so. It was sleek, highly seductive, and a total scam. The Fyre Festival became a notorious disaster organized by entrepreneur Billy McFarland and Ja Rule. Initially, they designed it to promote their new talent booking application. The event was set for late April and early May of 2017 on the Bahamian island of Great Exuma. Ja Rule was the powerhouse behind the curtain, lending the vital cultural credibility that made it feel real. His face and massive platform convinced people that this was a legitimate, high-end operation. Famous influencers aggressively pushed the event online during the final weeks. A flashy promo video showing top models partying on the island generated huge buzz, driving massive sales for ticket packages that typically started around $1,500 and climbed to $12,500. Premium packages cost over $100,000 for a single ticket. But as you and I now know, there was zero infrastructure, barely any food, no actual housing, and absolutely no backup plan. Predictably, opening weekend was a complete disaster, plagued by severe organizational failures involving security, catering, shelter, medical aid, and talent bookings, forcing promoters to postpone and ultimately cancel the entire gig. Angry guests who flew to the Bahamas expecting luxury villas and high-end dining found cheap, cold sandwiches and emergency relief tents. Social media absolutely exploded, and the memes flooded in before anyone even escaped the island. Within hours, Fyre Festival became a permanent cultural punchline, dragging Ja Rule's name down with every single joke. Remember, Billy McFarland and Ja Rule pitched this disaster as an elite, ultra-exclusive paradise. Hit subscribe for more breakdown. A high-end island music getaway with 5-star dining and premium luxury. Instead, what guests actually discovered on arrival was total chaos, a full-blown, post-apocalyptic disaster of epic proportions. High-paying ticket holders were completely stranded on the beach, many having sacrificed hard-earned vacation days. Others maxed out credit cards they could not afford. Instead of a luxury tropical retreat, they got soggy mattresses and sad cheese sandwiches. While Ja Rule repeatedly voiced his deep regret over this mess, his apologies did nothing to prevent a massive $100 million lawsuit from hitting them both. This litigation targeted them for deceiving attendees and misrepresenting the true nature of the event. That $100 million figure became a heavy shadow following Ja Rule for several years. It dominated every single interview and headline. Naturally, 50 Cent reacted exactly how we expected, which means he was ruthless. Back in 2017, Ja Rule faced immense backlash for the scam. This infamous event defrauded ticket buyers, leaving them stranded in terrible conditions. Even though their old rivalry had quieted down, 50 Cent jumped at the chance to mock him. His rival had basically served up the greatest self-sabotage in rap history, and 50 Cent never wasted a moment like this. The online community exploded instantly, and social media platforms were completely ruthless with the comedy. Ja Rule promised the world and delivered absolute chaos. For a rapper whose entire public profile since 2003 was defined by 50 Cent keeping him down, this felt like total victory. A massive, effortless win handed right to 50 Cent. No diss track needed, the real world did the work. As we watched the court battles unfold, Jeffrey Atkins was ultimately dropped from the main lawsuit. That $100 million class action suit was over. Ja Rule had co-founded the disaster with Billy McFarland, aggressively hyping it up to millions of followers online. Make sure to like this video for updates. The judge ruled in his favor, deciding that the class action allegations brought forward by the angry attendees lacked solid proof. They simply could not prove that Ja Rule or his partners committed actual fraud. He escaped the courtroom, but he could never escape the toxic reputation tied to his name. His legacy was permanently bound to Fyre Festival, a premium getaway that descended into absolute madness. He avoided prison, but the legal bills and reputational hit devastated his public standing. The real toll was cultural, not financial. He beat the charges, but his reputation was destroyed forever. You cannot erase being the poster boy for a disaster that stranded paying guests in disaster tents. McFarland, the mastermind, faced a different fate. He ended up serving a 6-year prison sentence for fraud, while the scammed attendees secured a $2 million settlement approved by the federal bankruptcy court. This payout was divided among the class action members who took legal action against the brand. A $2 million settlement against a $100 million claim. Nobody won here. Everyone lost. Yet, in typical shocking fashion, McFarland finished his time and immediately plotted a comeback. He went straight to social media to announce plans for a second iteration of the festival. He claimed backing was secured, selling the first 100 tickets for $499 each. Shockingly, eager buyers snatched them up instantly, a grim testament to the power of internet hype. By April 16, 2025, sales stopped. Our editorial team checked, and the site was updated to declare that the event was put on hold and pushed back to a future date. The planned sequel was already crumbling, but this time Ja Rule was smart enough to stay away. He finally learned his lesson, or at least that very specific, expensive lesson. While Ja Rule watched his entire legacy burn amidst federal probes, tax debt, and legal drama, 50 Cent was executing a masterclass in business. He was expanding his empire far beyond music. Hip-hop was just his microphone. The true wealth lay elsewhere, entirely. 50 Cent secured one of the greatest deals in music history by taking early equity in a small sports drink. That single risk earned him far more than his whole music catalog. That drink was vitamin water. It happened in 2004. Like this video as we follow 50's massive corporate expansion into movies, television, touring, and major commerce. He built a full entertainment universe, and as the owner, 50 Cent held total control. We are tracking his most reliable revenue driver, which is executive producing global television blockbusters, like the Power franchise and BMF, which continuously generate cash through licensing, syndication, and production backend. His enterprise, G-Unit Film and Television, remains a major asset, boosted in 2025 by a fresh broadcast deal, a Netflix docuseries, and launching his digital action channel in the United Kingdom. He is not some musician with a screen credit. We view him as a media conglomerate that simply happens to feature a rapper. But here's where the story turns beautifully poetic. At the exact moment Ja Rule's entertainment empire was entirely crumbling, amid Fyre Festival lawsuits, career irrelevance, and a $4 million net worth, 50 was not even looking at the music industry. He was securing luxury cognac. He was selling high-end champagne. He was acquiring real estate in the South, Las Vegas residency contracts, and premium streaming deals. He moved so far past hip-hop, the music became a footnote. His premium alcohol business, Sire Spirits, featuring Branson Cognac and Le Chemin du Roi Champagne, adds massive value to his wealth. Financial reports show yearly brand revenues reaching the 8-figure mark, over $10 million annually, from booze he owns completely. Meanwhile, his Vegas residency reportedly generated $15 million for just 6 dates between December 2024 and January 2025. That is $15 million from 6 dates in a city where he simply performs to a packed house of fans who paid top-tier prices. And while 50 was collecting those checks, Ja Rule was still trying to figure out his next move. The 48-year-old rapper posted on social media in January 2024, claiming he signed a deal potentially worth $100 million. Potentially, that word is doing incredible work in that statement. 50 does not live in potential. He tracks actual bank deposits. To be completely objective, 50's financial path was not entirely smooth either. Despite making hundreds of millions, wild spending and devastating court battles forced him into Chapter 11 bankruptcy back in 2015. In our view, that move was a strategic reset rather than a failure. He filed with reported liabilities over $20 million, which sounds devastating until you analyze the industry scene. That same year, he remained a highly influential media mogul. The filing was a tool, a structured reorganization, not a defeat. 50 recovered by smartly reorganizing his assets and using his corporate partnerships while securing fresh television opportunities. This smart strategy rebuilt his net worth and fully revived his business. He returned to the top, obviously. That is his playbook. The man survives 9 gunshot wounds and conquers. He gets dropped by a major record label and succeeds. He files for bankruptcy and dominates. It is as if standard financial setbacks do not affect him like other artists. Our team watched him bounce back with his tour, grossing $103.6 million from 83 global arena dates. Selling over 1.5 million tickets, he joined Drake in an elite club. He funded the entire enterprise himself. He paid for every seat, the staging, private jets, and every single hotel room, leaving with over $100 million profit. That is pure business genius. This represents a completely elite tier of financial management. He knows exactly how to move capital. Now, as we unpack this strategy, make sure to subscribe to our channel. This story is more than a beef. It is a complete masterclass in psychological warfare. 50 did not just defeat Ja Rule in music. He did not just build a larger corporate empire. He made sure Ja Rule witnessed it constantly, relentlessly, in the most humiliating ways possible. Our editors still laugh at the concert ticket plan. 50 famously orchestrated a brilliant trap. He claimed on social media that he bought 200 front-row tickets to a Ja Rule show on a discount site just to keep them empty. 200 empty seats on a budget site was the ultimate insult. It is where you go when you desperately need to fill empty rooms. When standard sales channels struggle to move inventory, you find cheap tickets for experiences that should have sold themselves. Welcome back to the show. Hit subscribe as we dissect how 50 Cent actually found those tickets on Groupon and bought 200 of them for $3,000. It is a telling story of where they stood. We saw the television mogul drop $3,000 on 200 tickets, priced at $15 on Groupon. According to our sources, 50 bought out Ja Rule's show in Arlington, Texas, paying $15 for front row seats. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's massive Las Vegas residency was pulling in $15 million for 6 shows. Ja's front row seats were $15 on Groupon. The gap between those numbers is the story. On a recent radio show, the television producer brought back the claim that he bought those front rows just to leave them completely empty. "I did buy those tickets," 50 Cent bluntly admitted to us. He said it with a huge grin, showing zero remorse, just the smug smirk of a man who knows exactly what he did and is proud of it. He dismissed it as just something to do. Spending $3,000 just to ghost his rival at his own concert was a casual hobby, like some simple weekday chore. Ja Rule quickly hit back, calling 50 Cent a pathological liar after those claims went viral. He took to social media to call him out and even offered a massive $10,000 cash reward for proof that 50 actually bought those seats. He claimed 50 Cent is the ultimate liar, promising $10,000 to anyone with photos or video of that empty show. But nobody ever claimed it. Nobody brought forward proof, meaning it was either complete fiction or simply that nobody wanted to jump into that toxic mess for $10,000. Either way, the damage was already done. Make sure to subscribe as this legendary hip-hop beef heats up again, especially after 50 mocked Irv Gotti's health issues. When Ja Rule warned on air that he was ready to go nuclear over those constant taunts, 50 Cent fired back at him. This fool has been claiming he will go nuclear for 22 years now. 22 years of threats, on repeat. That is not a real threat, it is a habit. And we can easily dismiss habits when you have $100 million in brand checks sitting in your bank account. Over 20 years after their feud defined an era of rap history, Ja Rule seems to accept peace as impossible. Talking to reporters, the Queen's rapper framed this not as an active battle, but rather a permanent boundary that has settled. That sounds like a man who has accepted what he cannot change. It is not exactly defeat, but it is definitely not a victory either. It is the sound of choosing indifference. He noted that sometimes you just have enemies in life, and that is totally fine. Not everyone can be friends. He told reporters that a friend to all is an enemy to himself. Like this video if you agree with his outlook, but that is what you say when you have run out of options. When a rap war drags on for decades and the losses pile up, you get philosophical. Of course, 50 Cent responded to that attempted high road by posting, "Let your enemies motivate you. Make them watch your massive success until they break, then move out of the way before they crash." This clash follows a recent mid-flight physical altercation involving Ja Rule and G-Unit members. We literally saw a physical fight go down in 2025 on a commercial flight. This beef has unmatched longevity. After the chaotic video went viral online, Ja Rule quickly released a statement admitting that he was not proud of his goofy behavior. He noted he is a grown man, soon to be a grandfather, wishing that footage was not public. He apologized to his family and fans for acting out of character. He made it clear that while he wants to be a better role model, at the end of the day, he will always stand his ground. That grandfather detail is incredibly important. It gives us context. These are grown men who are now in their late 40s. They have grandchildren and real legacies to protect. Yet this intense feud simply will not die. It is still causing wild airplane fights. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. According to industry trackers, Ja Rule's net worth in 2024 hovers around $4 million. But from our desk, we see this figure represents a massive decline from his prime years. We are talking about a drop from an estimated peak of $30 million down to just $4 million. Now, $4 million is not broke, let us be clear on that. But losing $26 million is a major headline. It is the classic story of a downfall. The federal probe, the prison sentence, and the infamous Fyre Festival. Add the failed businesses, weak albums, and the brutal career sabotage orchestrated by 50 Cent with absolute precision. A destruction that 50 Cent has celebrated publicly for over 2 decades. And what about 50 Cent today? Our analysis shows the rap mogul and entrepreneur now sits comfortably on a $100 million fortune. He survived a near-fatal shooting in the year 2000, rising to become a titan of modern entertainment. Coming from the exact same Queen streets, surviving a hit that should have ended his life. 100 million. This is the same artist who was entirely blacklisted by New York record labels in 2000. He was running mixtape campaigns from Canada in 2002 after taking 9 bullets outside his home. Now, he has 100 million. Meanwhile, his rival, who was once the undisputed king of the charts, holding the massive brand deals and multiple platinum plaques, is left with just 4 million. Let that sink in. We also reported on how his criminal history blocked his tour across the United Kingdom. He was forced to cancel arena shows in London, Birmingham, Nottingham, and other major British markets. Global markets are slamming shut. Venues are saying no. Past convictions are keeping him out of lucrative arenas. Decisions from 20 years ago continue to plague his career today. Make sure to hit subscribe for more updates. Compare that to 50 Cent, who we saw selling out massive stadiums in London just last year. He performed a historic set on July 3, 2025, showcasing the ultimate contrast in their careers. This shows what the rivalry is really about. One can sell out arenas globally, while the other is banned. 50 even bought out front rows of Ja's discounted Groupon shows to mock him. The wealth gap is staggering. Analysts place 50's fortune around $100 million, compared to Ja's modest $4 million. Drop a like if you agree. Coming from the exact same era and neighborhood, this massive divide we are seeing represents much more than money. It is the direct result of 25 years of conflicting business decisions playing out in the public eye. This feud stands as one of the longest and most bitter conflicts in modern music history. Starting in 1999, our editors have watched this battle rage on without showing any signs of stopping. It is a fascinating study in branding and corporate warfare that we should dissect closely. We see what happens when a rival monetizes his hatred, building a $100 million empire off your downfall. As media commentators, we watch one man thrive while the other scrambles to preserve his remaining legacy. Currently, his financial standing rests around $4 million. But that is only half the headline. We must report that he is still standing. $4 million is not zero, and he continues to perform. He announced a new music deal in 2024 and even collaborated on a tech venture. He sold the notorious Fyre Media logo for $122,000 using digital auctions. By turning that asset into a digital collectible, he proved his hustle. Share your thoughts in the comments below. He flipped his most public failure into a six-figure payout, a move we have to admire. This narrative serves as a warning and an inspiration, tracking a rapid rise from queens to fame. He built a massive entertainment empire, only to see it fractured by legal battles and bad business deals. This is a deeply human story that 50 Cent has been commentating on from the sidelines for decades. He does it ruthlessly and loudly, keeping the spotlight locked on his rival. One rapper saw his choices compound into immense wealth, while the other accumulated severe liability. We recently observed Ja on a major morning show, claiming he has moved past this petty feud. He tried to play the role of the mature, superior artist, claiming he is far above the media circus. But we watched him immediately relapse into social media rants, attacking his rival all day, reheating two-decade-old insults because he was easily triggered. Subscribe to our channel as we keep tracking this beef, trolling fans. That observation does not come from 50 Cent. It comes from us watching this drama play out in real time. As commentators, we see the absolute truth here. Ja Rule cannot walk away, even when walking away would serve his career better. Why? Because 50 Cent crawls into his head, just like he has for a quarter century. As editors tracking this feud, that massive financial scoreboard is impossible to ignore. So, what does it all mean for us? Two Queens rivals, same era, same starting line. Now, one has $100 million, a Las Vegas residency, a massive television empire, a major spirits brand, a movie studio, and a huge Netflix deal. The other has $4 million, a record keeping him out of some countries, and that Fyre Festival disaster that will shadow his name forever, plus a ticket mess that makes him the target of a $3,000 joke. Meanwhile, 50 Cent pulled off a legendary business deal by taking equity in an obscure sports drink. That smart choice earned him more than his entire music career combined. And while those millions poured in, Ja Rule sat behind bars, missing major tours and key collaborations, missing those years of momentum that turn a music career into a lasting legacy. The timing here is pure cruelty. That sports drink payout came in 2007, while Ja went to prison in 2011. For those years in between, a small window existed, but once he was freed, 50 Cent had already vaulted into a different stratosphere. We watched him transform from a rap legend into a major media mogul, driven by constant reinvention and brilliant business moves. By 2025, his massive push into television, real estate, and premium liquor proved he has a business mind that easily matches his lyrical skill. Leave a like if you agree. Meanwhile, Ja Rule claims a new $100 million deal. Supposedly, he is working on new music, pushing NFTs, and chasing digital tech. But the game he is playing today is simple catch-up. His rival has been sprinting since 2003 and has never slowed down. The beef began over a stolen chain. Today, it rolls on with one man counting hundreds of millions, while the other struggles to launch a comeback at 48. Subscribe for more hip-hop breakdowns. Meanwhile, 50 Cent, he is still buying.